The ability to create great user experiences is vital for both media content, the programming, as well as for advertising. In fact, it's what has distinguished the best media properties in the world for years. I've long called this, my own term, the Vogue effect. Think about it. Think about the September issue of Vogue magazine. All 4 pounds and 834 pages of it. This is a remarkable example of a fantastic user experience. It's a product of IAB member and publisher Condé Nast, its editor-in-chief Anna Wintour, the editorial directors, and their entire team of leaders on the sales side, edit, and production. There are 3 lessons contained in this legendary magazine that the digital industry must learn if we are to continue to succeed, and if indeed we're going to grow and fulfill the promise and the potential that we have. Lesson number 1, kind of obvious. People love great editorial content. But that great editorial content requires great content creators. Fantastic writing and design and production, application development, video production. These all require some combination of skill, aptitude, experience, intuition, and above all, passion. They cannot just be mechanically, algorithmically assembled together. They have to have passion. And what brings together every page of the September issue of Vogue is the creative energy and the passion that goes into it, into every page. Lesson number 2, people love great advertising, if the advertising serves them and stimulates them. And the best way to serve and to stimulate consumers is to be relevant to them in the moment. For the September issue of Vogue, the advertisers know that their quality levels have to be up to the quality levels established by the expert team of Vogue editors, as well as the levels that are then established by the other advertisers. It's a virtuous circle between editorial content and advertising content that lifts everybody up and across the highest bar. And lesson number 3, great programming content and great advertising content combine to become great user experience. The September Vogue, like other great ad-supported media, presents to people the thrill of choice. Together, the content and the advertising offer up a vision of what we as individuals can become if we choose to become that. It's about the ideas that we can embrace, the products we can own, the opportunities that we are allowed to pursue. I call on the entire marketing media ecosystem to recognize this thing called the Vogue effect and embrace the fact that consumers deserve and require great programming content and great advertising content woven together. When done right, great programming and great advertising weave together disparate threads into a beautiful fabric. Now, when done wrong, when consumers are exploited or even abused, then bad things happen to all of us. That's the current lesson I think many of us should derive from our current cri du jour, ad blocking. IAB research shows conclusively that consumers are tired of having their pages load slowly with pile upon pile of badly designed ads on horribly cluttered pages. And these consumers are reacting, way too many of them, by installing ad blockers, which they believe will simplify the clutter and speed the web. To understand this, I want you to think about what you don't see in the September issue of Vogue. You really don't see pages broken up into little boxes within little boxes within little boxes, all of them competing with each other for your attention. You don't see 12 ads on a page, all of them blinking and flashing and flailing about to attract your eye. You don't see pages that are physically so heavy, so weighed down with requests for data that the reader can't even turn them, let alone the company monetize them. Now think about what you do see here. What you do see is an absolute authority on contemporary fashion, brought to you by the world's best writers, editors, designers, and programmers, working toward the common goal of delighting the consumer. Even though these experts, these scores, these hundreds of people, are actually working in dozens and dozens of different locations for hundreds of advertisers, as well as for the publisher itself. The bridge between content and advertising, that physical link that unites the people from these scores of advertisers and this one publishing company working towards the common goal of consumer delight, that bridge, that thing that unites us, that is user experience. And that is what the industry's finest minds will be talking about here on this stage and in the other rooms in the hotel over the next 2 days.